welcome back to the Final Whistle Podcast, people. I am Javon, and this is another edition of the Sideline View. As before we get started, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified from when I upload a new video. We cooking, boys. Burnley and Barcelona. But before we get started, we have a new guest on the channel. You're already used to this fraud, Marshall, and we have we have a new guest, RSM from RSM TV 09. RSM, what's up? How you doing, brother?
Big up, man. Listen, I couldn't have, had my first appearance better than today, to be honest. Today's the day. Today's the day to have a debut.
Yes, welcome to the channel. And people, Robert is busy, so we will not be hearing from him until the next time we record. We're still trying to pattern the live because the boy and myself included has been busy, but we'll get that going. No, Marshall, my brother, how you feeling? How we doing?
Feeling great, man. I'm feeling that my patience is starting to pay off little by little, game at a time. I remember asking for this fixture. I remember defending my team last night and the night before. Barcelona. We don't need our starters. We don't need Cole Palmer to beat you. We don't need Levi Colwill to beat you. We will beat you what we got. And did we do that? Absolutely brilliant result. I mean, it's been a while since last time we recorded. So, I mean, it's great to be, even despite the performances, it's great to be in second place, only 6 points off of the top. And it's great to see even in the Champions League. We're currently sitting in fifth, I believe. Tomorrow, by the time this comes out today, Bayern and Arsenal are going to play, some other fixtures that are going to affect the table. And it's just, the team is getting better and better as weeks go on. And man, I just hope and pray for the best. We got December fixtures coming up, man. But I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling better than I did last year at this point. So I'm good, man.
Yeah, most definitely. RSM, how you doing? How you feeling about the win today?
Nah, listen, I'm excited. I'm gassed, man. I'm gassed. Like, I thought it was going to, I did my stream earlier, and as soon as I saw the lineup, the first thing I said is, we're going to kill this defense. Because I watch Barca and Madrid. They're the only two teams I follow in La Liga. When the Prem games are over, I tune into La Liga, to watch Barca Madrid. And I said this. I said from the beginning, I do not think that Barcelona have at all seen in La Liga, and they're not ready for the level of press that we can have and the level of physicality that we have. They just aren't ready. They're not going to have the time on the ball that they think, and they're going to suffer because of that. On top of that, I said our midfield is going to dominate. Lo and behold, they decided to play Eric Garcia at DM, which is, my God, thank you, Flick. They decided to put Araujo in the back line, which is insane to me considering his track record the past 2 years, even outside of UCO, just in regular games. He's just a red card magnet. And then on top of that, he decided to not play Rashford. He decided to just not really have a left winger, to be honest, because the left winger is kind of dead. And I couldn't believe it. And at the end of the day, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, we have to win it now. But did I expect Belt 2? Did I expect? No, I did not expect it. I did not expect it. But I'll take it. And to be honest, it was crazy. Like, I lost my voice screaming for, I think, about 7 goals, and we only ended up with 3.
Right.
True.
It could have been 7-0.
Enzo could have left with a brace. But listen, no. I mean, I'm excited for what this means for the present, for what this means for the future, right? And some long term, I think this is probably the performance that we needed against Bayern. I think Bayern maybe came a bit too early in the season. We were still dealing with the Cole injuries. I think Gusto didn't necessarily find his form yet. Palmer was dealing with the issues. Now this is the performance where we put our foot in the ground and we said, listen, we are back. We are European giants, and you will respect us.
Mm-hmm.
We earned the respect of all of Europe tonight, and it's that simple. And for me, what that does for the players mentally as well, going into, and I'm sure we'll talk about it this Sunday as well.
We'll get to that in the latter half of the show.
Big things.
And people, as you can see, the excitement is very palpable on the stream. So people, please remember to like and share. And the RSM's and Marshall's channel will be in the description. Now let's get into it. From where do we start? Let's start from Burnley, because I haven't addressed it at length from my channel. So I'll kick it off. For me, that victory against Burnley, just want to know what my initial thoughts about Burnley was, you can go out and check out that match review. But However, my initial thought after the Burnley match was thank you. Legitimately thank you. Based on the inconsistency stemming back to last year, I want to say last year in November, early December, when we were getting into those run of fixtures, this is a type of fixture we would have dropped points. And the inconsistency would have followed. But they came back from the international break, the first game kickoff, and we managed to put in a scrappy performance at Turf Moor, score 2 goals, and still leave with a clean sheet. A performance that is what enables performances like today to mean even more. Because then you're adding to it. You're saying to yourself, "Hey, I can perform badly when the tide is against us. The early kickoff, not necessarily doing well with big teams, having to rotate with small teams, having to rotate the side. Now coming up against the big team, it makes this result even more palatable. It makes this result worth it. Feels even you would have gotten that XST level from beating Barcelona, but having coming from a win that you normally would probably slip up, staying locked in, which makes going into Arsenal even more of a realistic feelings that we can get something, So thank you, Chelsea, for not giving me a heart attack against Burnley and for the performance you put out. Some of the key facts from the Burnley game. Andre Santos, light years of anybody in that midfield against Burnley. Yes, including Enzo. He was the best player on that pitch. Right? Even Enzo, still continuing the goal and assist. Still keeping up our 7 out of 10 performance week in, week out after the slow start to the season. Maresca making the right subs at the right time, realizing I'm 1-0 up. Let me put on someone else. Let me make the substitutions at the right time, and then let me close out the game. So some of the things that I've criticized him for in the past, he's rectified. So from the Burnley result, I don't have much to complain. I'll go to RSM as my next guest here, as a new guest, and then we'll go to Marshall. Your honest thoughts on how the management of the Burnley game and regarding that on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. When Caicedo gets a full 90 rest and we end up winning the game, I really can't complain. I think it was well managed. And to be honest, I really do think that when we look at potential, slip-ups that you were saying from last season, right? It was these kind of games, right, where we have a standout performance the week before, and then we would drop points in a silly way to a team who is performing worse than us in the league. I mean, it's really that simple. I don't want to say like necessarily like, oh, this, that, but you're expected to win and you don't. So I'm glad that the Burnley game happened the way it did. I'm also really glad that we got to see Andre Santos, I think, in the position where he's going to offer us the most. And it kind of gave us a preview of what we saw in this Barca game when he came on. Andre Santos playing as a 6 is really good, but what it does even more so for the team is it allows Caicedo to play further up as an 8. He wins the ball further up the pitch, and he can then play in behind. He can then maybe put himself in a position where he can take a shot. We unlock an entirely new aspect of Caicedo's game when he isn't forced to sit as a 6. And Santos completely offers a defensive stability that we need that, and we saw that in the Burnley game. I mean, he was everywhere. He was so good that, again, Caicedo didn't even see the pitch. We were completely calm. We felt safe. We felt safe, and that's something that in the midfield is, especially in the Prem, is invaluable, that you feel safe in the midfield. And like I said, he was making tackles same type of tackles that Caicedo was making, right? Putting out fires here and there, putting out fires here and there. It was a really, really good performance. I really can't commend, I think, Maresca enough, because obviously I think early in the season, people were really, people were low-key kind of cooking him for the way that he was maybe rotating players too much. We need to see this player, this player. But at the end of the day, you see why, right? Like, you don't need to see players all the time so that when it's time to show up, they can. Reece James, for example, in the Burnley game, how many minutes did he play?
45.
So now this game, he could play the entire game pretty much. And these are the type of man management that we have needed for so long, because it hasn't just been under Poch. Even before Poch, we were bringing players back too early, getting them injured, rushing them back. We need you to play every minute. We have built the squad with young talent so that we don't have to face these issues again and again that we did in the past, where we don't have to see a player's career take an absolute downturn because we cannot survive one game week without them.
Exactly.
So for me, I think the Burnley game was really positive signs. of that we were fixing things in the past that had messed us up, but also, like I said, it gave us a hint of maybe what we were looking towards in the Barca game, even with the lineup that he chose. Like, okay, if he arrested this person, what does that mean for next week?
Yeah, and I totally agree. And I want to build on a point that you made. Caicedo, the whole point where Andre can sit as a 6 and Caicedo goes as an 8. You know that can easily interchange mid game, because we saw it against Wolves. Andre was playing as a 10 and he was comfortable. He scored a goal. You know?
Yeah.
So to have a Swiss Army knife in the midfield like Andre is a gem. And what I will say, I will harp on this until the cows come home. If we had Isugo, we would be so much more dangerous. Because he was meant to be the 6.
Yeah. Isugo's locked down.
Yeah. Can you imagine Isugo after he's grandfathered into the team? You have to pick your poison.
That's insane midfield depth. Insane.
And when Lavia comes back for Liverpool again, gives us another 6 game and then takes another break. You already know. Marshall, your thoughts on the break?
Man takes a break literally though. Literal break.
Listen, his contract is only for Liverpool games. That's it. He'll give us 10 out of 10 Liverpool games. That's it.
But I mean, listen, RSM touched on a lot of things there, and I'm just gonna ride off of that. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised he even said that, Santos, we found a position where he feels comfortable and we get the most out of Santos. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like as he's gotten more comfortable with the team, as he's gotten more comfortable with the link-up play and just the chemistry of the team overall, Santos just looked comfortable in the midfield, period. Doesn't matter if you put him in the 6 or if you put him in that Enzo role. Like, we know what his strengths are, right? We know that this kid can score you goals. This kid can win you tackles. Maybe he doesn't have the best passing ability, but he has a creative outlet to him, even if it means through dispossession and right place, right time. I mean, today's game, we'll probably talk about it more, but today's game, Esteval's goal comes from the fact that Santos dispossessed the Barcelona player. This guy has been really, really, really impressive. And in that Burnley game where we needed him to step up because we want to rest Caicedo, right? He came back. When Caicedo comes back Thursday, you doesn't have time, barely has enough training on Friday, and then you have to play early kickoff Saturday. It's games like that where, Caicedo played over international break. We need to rest him so he's ready for Barcelona. And that's where the recruitment and the depth comes in. Right. And need I remind people, this is the recruitment. This is the scouting, right? Like we doubted them in the beginning because they were young and we had our criticisms of all this and that. But when you see how the plan starts to play out, when you see the bigger picture, as you start to paint more, you start to see that, oh, wow, we're actually making something nice here. And so I can't wait till the rest of the team starts to step up. I can't wait till Isugo comes back, right? I can't wait till Lavia actually gets through his fitness issues. I can't wait till Cole Palmer comes back. Guys, we've been doing this.
Cole P.
It's been since Man United weeks ago, almost 2 months ago now, that we've been without Cole Palmer and still getting these results. We're still in second place without Cole Palmer. We're able to beat low blocks in Burnley, which, funnily enough, that game they had more of a midfield block. But regardless, we're able to still triumph through those teams that have been very, very pesky and give us a hard time last season. We've still been able to show results. Guys, we got a goal in the first half that game. I remember so many times we're just like, damn, man, second half, let's see what happens. Let's see what Maresca says. We're starting to get goals in the first half of games and continuing on in second halves. So, I know right now, and even in that game, Delap didn't have his best performance against Burnley, right?
Yeah, he sold it.
But you're seeing how Santos started off the season, right? He wasn't that convincing. He made that mistake, remember, against, I think it was Brighton, right?
Brighton, that ultimately
he made that mistake, right? People were hanging him out to dry, but patience, more game time. They will get their opportunities. Look at Estevao today, for example. He will get his opportunities. He will get his starts. These players need time to adapt. They need time to gel. They're new to the team. Enzo Fernandez gets the team. Moises Caicedo gets the team. Cole Palmer gets the team. These Cucurella, James, they get the team. Why? Because they've been playing together for a while. And you know what happens when you play together. You build up that camaraderie. You start having that telepathy. You start to understand where your players are going to be. Like, look at Malo Gusto, bro. Like, even in recent games, Malo Gusto has been top notch.
There's a stat out there that anytime he plays, we win.
Anytime you see, every time he started, we've won the game. Yeah. This season.
So it's like, listen, you just got to be patient. You got to give it time. The first few games of the season, red cards. Last time we spoke, Javon, red cards. We had a player sent off against Nottingham Forest. Like, look at what happens now when we have 11 players on the pitch. Look at the results, how we're starting to stack them up. Yeah, we have our little slip ups here and there, but who doesn't? Who doesn't? No one is ever perfect in a season, really, right? And I know we're Chelsea fans. We want to aspire for the best and the greatest, and so we do get disappointed because we have high standards. But the season, last time I checked, is 38 games. It starts in August and it ends in May. We have plenty of football to play, so I'm not going to be reactionary about results and all this and that. And I'm sure we'll talk on Arsenal later today, but I have my 2 cents on that too.
Most definitely. And just to kind of build off what you said, I'm not going to be overreactionary, but I will be very critical, especially because we're watching it live. We're watching it live. We're watching it live, so we can see where mistakes were made, and we can see where this decision making could have been better, especially if it's repeated decisions, mistakes. Because one of the critics for me with Maresca in the past, and I'm fully back on the Maresca train after today, by the way.
United was a bad one for you.
He's our fraud watch for the time being. I'm putting that out there, right? But what I think, because we've been through the period of Potter, Lampard in his bad spell, and Pochettino, I saw a pattern where they're repeating the same mistakes, but different games. So it doesn't matter who we played in those teams when the team weren't playing well. It was repetitive mistakes. So I have a bit of a PTSD for when I'm seeing Maresca being stubborn, not changing things, and then so happened is the minute I said, you know what, get this guy gone, he's on fraud. What he changes things the next day, and I look like a fool. Maresca, we have beef. But yeah, I look like a fool. I know. No, he's looking like a brilliant manager. And then Marshall is going to come here and tell me, oh, you see why you should go too fast, Javon? You see why? No, brother. No, that's not how this thing works. Criticize when you see it there to be criticized.
Yeah.
But our plaudits to Maresca. How he's handled November so far, our plaudits. The plaudits should be as low as the fraud wash and disrespect. Oh, he's a championship manager. Give him his due credit. Rotation has been on point. The integration of Estabal and the development has been on point for Estabal, so much so his performance for the Brazilian national team has improved. And that's one of the reasons why I want Cole Palmer back so hard, so fast, and in such an important manner, simply because guess whose eyes everyone is going to fluctuate to when Palmer is back and operating at that level. So he gives the little Brazilian. Obviously, it's going to be harder now based on what we saw after the Barcelona game, because the whole world's watching now. But when Palmer is back fully fit, the eyes are going to be on Palmer. The attention's on Palmer. And if they take it off Palmer, Estevao and João Pedro will hurt you. There's a chemistry and there's a potential link up there to be had. And I just genuinely believe in that. Right? So, that being said, let's talk about the topic of the day. Hey, people, we are back. Your world champs are back on the high stage in football. And I said this for the people at the channel, for the people that watch my show. I've said this. These are the type of performances we need. Because what did I say last season, Marshall? No one's going to respect us until we do it in the championship.
Yep.
You know what I'm hearing the minute the stream ends? Oh, Cucurella is world class. We've been saying this for 2 seasons, people.
We've been telling these people, man.
We've been telling them. I told them Caicedo clamps hit different. They didn't believe me until he did against PSG and Barca.
Boys, remember
the
pain. The pain of just hearing people actually convinced Kirkes was that guy or Robinson. I'm like, they don't know. They don't know.
No. Bro.
They're trying to tell me cauliflower is better over at Arsenal, man. Give it up.
Bro, get the hell out of here, bro. People, I remember we did that episode, Marshall and I. You remember when I was hyping up the Champions League, Robert? Oh, act like you've been here before, Javon. This is why. This is why I was hyping up the stream. Because I know what's gonna happen. Cool. Remember,
like you've
PSG
been
always
here.
had these players,
Yeah.
barring a few new additions. They win the
Yeah.
Champions League. They're the best things in sliced bread. So I knew once we because we demolished PSG, but guess what? Everyone cop out was preseason. It's during the time of preseason, and it happened in America. So that was a cop out. What is your cop out now? That's my question. This beating was worse than what we did to PSG.
Listen. And this is for you, Jamie Carragher, because when we won the Club World Cup, he's like, how can you be champions of the world when you didn't beat the champions of Spain? You didn't beat the champions of England. Hold that. We beat Liverpool and we beat Barca. Hold that.
We did beat the champions.
Hold that.
We did.
We did. We beat the champions of Spain and we beat the champions of England. So what now? What now, Jamie Carragher?
What's your cop out now? What's your excuse?
There you go.
But this goes back to what I'm saying. I took a step back and because it was getting to me and I'm like, why are people throwing so much this? I'm seeing Caicedo dominate a 3-man midfield by himself.
Yep.
I'm seeing. You remember last season when Enzo started flying, it was because Caicedo enabled him to just go do what he wants. That's why he's able to make those late runs, get more time on the ball to spray those passes. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Just gotta let him know. You know.
Muscle in the midfield. Muscle in the midfield, man.
And again, look at that rating. Because I'm going to get to Caicedo today. What if I tell you I've seen Caicedo play 10 times better than he played today?
Yes. Facts.
True.
Factual information.
True.
Yup. You ain't tell a lie.
Because
this was standard Caicedo. This was standard. This was just,
this was a Caicedo.
Basic Caicedo.
This was
this was another day at the office.
Yeah.
This is another day at the office.
But this is Caicedo when he's hungry. When he's bored. This is Caicedo. I'm just going to work today. I'm not into
He did it
today.
for fun.
He did it for fun. You know? Because you want to know how I know Caicedo didn't have his premium game? When you see Caicedo carry the ball and he's having to tow it off to pass it off. When you're this close to nicking the ball from Caicedo, that's when I know, okay, Caicedo, you're not having the best game today. But there was a part in the first half where he dropped deep. I see him put his studs on the ball, turn, and pop it off the end zone. I'm like, let's go to work. After that play, and because that came directly after the Ferran Torres match, which was horrendous. I don't know how you missed that. But then again, it's a Robert Sanchez aura, so he was going to miss. Robert Sanchez aura is too big, so he was never going to score that. No, but Caicedo, when Caicedo dropped deep to pick it up in the first phase, that's how I know he's trying to get into the game to control the game. Because Caicedo, full flow, he starts the game like that, picks it up in the first phase, starts to pop it around, and then he lets Enzo pops in the first phase, and he just wins the ball back everywhere. So once Caicedo started to do that, and he started to control the midfield, it was curtains. But I'm waxing a lyrical too much. Let's go to RSM. Talk to you. What do you think about the game today? Any special points that you looked at with a sideline view?
I mean, for me personally, I think this was, and again, going on the point, going to your point that you were speaking about Maresca, I think one of the strongest things that Maresca has, even as an inexperienced manager in the past, is that Maresca is.
Hold on, sir.
Hey.
Welcome, brother. Welcome to the brotherhood. Look who has arrived.
Like
people.
Robert.
Welcome.
Like Robert. Yeah.
What's going
We'll get
on?
to you, Robert. Let RSM finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think more often than not, Maresca has a good game plan for the team, and I think today he hit it at the ballpark once again. Zero complaints. I think the way that he set up the game today, the way we were frustrating Barcelona when they try to play, winning the ball back immediately, trying to go on the counter, amazing, and deciding to play Neto as well to get even more pace in the behind, to get them even more worried about the high line. It paid dividends. It paid absolute dividends. And even before the red card, we were still the better team. Like, a lot of people are going to take people are going to take the red card and say, "Oh, that's the only reason you won 3-0." We had 2 goals ruled off before the red card.
Like we were
exactly. We already had their backs against the wall, 11v11. That's why El Araujo had the yellow in the first place, to get the second one. That's why he felt the need to make the dumb challenge on Cucurella, because we had them shook. They were shook. They were legitimately shook.
Kind of gave us the red card to then demolish them. So anyway, you look at it.
That's what I'm saying. So like the yellow card came about because our game plan was so good. We put so much pressure on them that they were starting to collect yellows. They were starting to make fouls. And you look at some of because we were getting fouls, we were getting these set pieces where we looked dangerous. Like anytime they actually off a set piece managed to deliver a cross into the box, it looked dangerous. It like we might get something off the end of it. Again, I think the game plan was 10 out of 10, and the way that the players executed was 10 out of 10. There's no complaints today. It was a clean sheet, and we demolished them thoroughly. There's no argument anybody can make to tell me that Barcelona deserved anything out of that game at any point.
If anything, we deserved more. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We did.
I'll
tell you, I celebrated 7 goals and only got 3.
That's blasphemy. Robert, welcome to the show, brother. We had to kick it off.
Thanks, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's the lyrical about the Arsenal game? We already spoke about Burnley and to some but you know how the show is. You came in. Let me let you go, and then we'll go to Marshall, and then I'll give my thoughts. Go ahead. You can start from, because remember we haven't recorded we missed the Burnley fixture.
Yeah.
So you can start from there, and then we bring it up to Arsenal. Barcelona.
Can I even remember what happened against Burnley?
True. Hard to right now. This is the forefront.
I'm more high on Barcelona.
Then talk about Barcelona, brother. Are you back?
No, but again, Burnley was 3 points. Got us second in the league. We kept the clean sheet. We won what, 3-0, right? Against
2-0.
Burnley.
2-0.
See, I can't even remember anymore. I can't remember. So yeah, 2-0 clean sheet against Burnley. Enzo Fernandez again. The nice goal at the end against Burnley. Yeah, man, it was good performance, and we left for something. And then we sat back and hate watched the entire weekend. Watched Spurs, City, United, Liverpool all lose. It was a wonderful weekend. And then came today against the mighty Barcelona.
There we go. I like Barcelona. We should be afraid.
I remember all them tweets all summer long that were like, we really gonna rock up against Barcelona with Sanchez in goal, Garnacho, Neto, and Liam Delap up front? And I was like, yeah. Exactly. And we rocked up with the Barcelona with Sanchez in goal, Trevor Chalobah in defense, Garnacho and Pedro Neto.
Hold on.
And smoke them 3-0
One more.
flatter them.
Yes! We rocked up with them.
We rocked up with Sanchez in goal, Liam Delap. Actually, no, Pedro Neto is a striker.
Pedro Neto, false 9.
True. Hold on. One more time. Yes, sir.
We rocked up versus Barcelona. Like, you know what? We'll spot you actually a striker. we won't even play. We won't even play Pedro, Joao Pedro. We won't even play Liam Delap. We'll let you have Neto as striker, right? And we'll get you Garnacho as left winger and Trevor Chalobah. We don't even need to build from the back, so we're not even gonna play by their shield.
Exactly.
And we're gonna have Sanchez in goal, and we're gonna absolutely dominate, right? Literally, the player that people were slagging off in the summer, Sanchez, Trev, Gusto, Garnacho, Pedro Neto, 5 players. Like, you can't go in the Champions League and compete with those kind of players. Yeah, you can.
We can.
You absolutely can. Because they are players who are integral to the squad. They play a role. They do a role, right? Yeah, you can have your Rodrigo if you want Rodrigo, but Rodrigo wasn't gonna do that job and helping on Yamal. He wasn't gonna do that, right? And that's what you need to beat the Barcelona team, right? Gusto in that. Oh no, you need Gusto. I don't need Gusto in midfield. Yeah, are they better midfielder than Gusto? Yes, but you need Gusto that will just be there to do just the dirty work. Doesn't care about passes. Doesn't care about. No, he's there for the dirty work. And he gets appreciated by the manager.
And he gets appreciated by us too, because he made a scintillating tackle. Ferran Torres picks up the ball right at the halfway line and he's strutting through thinking he has time. Guess who comes and clicks? Gusto said, give me this, man, and get out of here. Bro, that tackle, the sliding tackle.
Yeah, I know the tackle. You know the tackle we're talking about. And that's
got a few.
Yeah. And also, to go even further, right? And this you saw this against PSG, right? We say, you know what, Gusto, you're on the yellow. You look like you did a couple tackles. The tackles at the end of the day, you got fouled. You don't look too comfortable. You're not moving too well. We need somebody 100% in comes Andrew Santos.
Bro, that performance today.
And we don't. And you see, this is the thing I'm be telling you about elite recruitment, right?
There we
You
go.
take off Gusto, who was having a sensational performance in the first half. You bring on Andrew Santos, and the quality, the level does not drop one iota.
If
That's
anything,
so
it
true.
increases. If anything, it
Got
increases.
better.
Yeah, the level do not drop one iota.
Yeah.
Then you go, oh, let me think. Let's bring off Garnacho, save him for Arsenal. Bring on Liam Delap, put Pedro Neto at left wing. Yeah, hey, the quality does not change one iota, and this is without Cole Palmer. But yes, still, our best centre back in
No
build-up
Cole.
play is not
No
playing.
Cole.
No Cole.
Lavia,
No Cole.
I didn't even hear Lavia's name pointed by anybody today. Esugo hasn't even played a single minute this season, right?
True.
We didn't even bring on Joao Pedro off the bench. Joao Pedro didn't suit up.
And remember,
basically today.
and when Gittins came on, he cooked them, man. I don't know.
Gittins came on. We could have brought on Buonanotte, and the quality wouldn't have changed.
Bro, we brought on our academies.
We brought on
Josh
Josh
and Tariq George.
Against Barcelona.
in the UCL, man.
Josh Achampong and Tariq George.
Like it's a conference league game. We gave Tyreek George and Achapong minutes.
Yeah, this is not
The academy kids got
we
minutes,
treat
man.
these
That's
men
how good the
they were
performance
Noah
was.
FC. We treat them like they were Noah.
That's how bad it was.
You know what I mean? Like,
When you-
yeah. I bet you Maresca regret not bringing Reggie Wash. Because Reggie Wash is
You
Reggie
know you
Walsh
gotta
minutes.
ask William Roberts cooking you this hard.
Reggie Wash would have seen minutes today.
Yes. No, but in all honesty, though, that's what happened when you have a system, you hone in on it, and you can make certain tweaks within the system. Because even when Maresca plays differently, it's still the same overall system. So these players are embedding into the system and are understanding the system. And he's doing what I always begged him to do. Last season, to the end of it, our defense got us over the line. So when we were having that faulty period when our defense was leaking goals, I was begging Maresca, I've seen you do something tactically different with this defense before. Do it again, brother. And the man's doing it. That's 4 clean sheets on the bounce. We beat Arsenal Sunday. We have a perfect November. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This Barcelona game.
This is what I'm saying when people. This is why I was on Maresca's case at the beginning of the season, but I didn't like his narrative, the way it was moving. Like, this squad is not good. I was like, no, Gaffer. We have quality in this squad. We have depth. Like, if a couple men get fit, we have absolute depth and quality in this squad to go the way. When you were saying, oh no, if Liverpool continue this way, they're gonna be hard to catch. I was like, I don't want to hear that. Like, because I believe I've been saying from the jump, Liverpool are not good.
No, yeah.
Before the
you're
ball
right.
was kicked.
He's been consistent with it.
You can't tell me that we can't catch Liverpool because I never read Liverpool. I always thought we finished above City. I didn't think City was all that. City is a one man attack. One man attack are not trustworthy in my opinion.
True.
Right? And so all I said is the only team that I can see that are better than us is Arsenal only if their attack cooks. If Arsenal attack cooks, yes, they are just a superior team to us. But bar that, I didn't see anybody like, nah, man, they're better than us. No. In Europe, I back us to win this Champions League, and I've been saying this from day one.
Yeah, me too.
I always said we could go on a run.
Because our midfield, the depth in our midfield, when everybody's fit, I don't think there's
We have the best midfield in the world when everybody's fit.
any team that has midfield depth of
And
quality.
I'm telling you,
we do.
Caicedo, Enzo Palmer. Name me a better midfield three.
But here's the thing. When I say we have the best midfield in the world, from my perspective, I'm not even talking about individual quality. I'm talking about household quality. Because when Isugo's fit and firing
As a
at
three.
it, I can take off Caicedo to rest him for a bigger game if needed. I can, if I need more defensive solidity, I can go with a Caicedo plus a Andre Santos plus a Isugo to lock shop completely if I needed to. If I need more attack, I can go with the Andre, and when Andre's up to full speed, I can go with the Enzo, Andre, and Palmer midfield.
Yeah.
If I don't want to play Palmer in midfield at all, I can take him out the midfield, move him to the wing position, and have a midfield three. There's so when you have this midfield, where you can do various different quality, and the quality is at a sustained level, how can it not be one of the best midfields in Europe?
Mm-hmm.
So which is why, and I go back to it. I said this earlier in the stream, and I'll say it again. Oh, Javon, act like you've been here before when we were going against Bayern Munich. It's because of the result and the cause of what happens like days like today. Robert, you know I'm right there with you with 80% of the things you say, right? Marshall, I'm right there with you with 85% of the things you say. RSM, I think we're 1-1, you know, because you see these two sometimes these two are gone. But basically what I'm saying is, I know what the quality we have, but the rest of the world won't know it until do it in the Champions
We have to make them respect us. It's that simple.
Exactly, because you know what that respect brings? It brings that fear factor, and anytime Chelsea has that fear factor, we operate differently.
But you know what I need to add to that, right? In terms of, and this is where again, like the praise needs to be as loud as the criticism. When it comes to the recruitment, notice how the team is in complete harmony. Like, you don't see Santos asking to leave because he's not getting enough play time. Even Garnacho, who that was the one aspect of Garnacho that made me very nervous about his acquisition, is the attitude. What is his cousin, his brother, whatever is going to say on socials, right? You have him on tweets supporting their players, saying like my favorite player and all this and that. Like he's like invested into this too, and you have Santos and Esteval and other players. I forget who else says it feels like a family. It feels like we're all got each other's backs. And whenever I hear that, I always think back to that dark season on the Graham Potter when we were up against United and we lost. And
don't remind me. Please don't.
Enzo was the only one that stood up for Mudryk, I think, that got tackled or something.
Yeah.
No one wanted to back him. Havertz was hiding. Mount was doing whatever he was doing. I'm like, never. I will never want to see my team like that ever again. And kudos to Maresca because he has like great harmony in the locker room going on right now. And just to throw some fun facts in regards to today's game, because you guys already talked about all the good stuff on today's game, right?
Not all of it. We'll continue. I got more. We'll continue.
Bro, did you guys know prior to today's game, Barcelona had scored 53 times consecutively? They've scored in 53 games in a row prior to this game.
No way. Hold up. You want to know the crazier record, though? In the UCL, Hansi Flick has never been held to a 0 until tonight.
I'll give you an even crazier record for us. Today marks the only player since Mbappe to score 3 goals in the first 3 starts.
First 3 starts.
Esteval.
Yep.
And what a special player that guy is, man. I can't lie. That kid is so special. The fact that Lamine Yamal
that's my star boy, man.
And today, the goal he scored,
I got PTSD. That's a goal he scored against us. That's what he did.
We saw it. We saw that Club World Cup.
Yeah, we saw it already.
We saw that.
We watched the Club World Cup. We saw that goal.
He gave us the
Some of us were actually there.
He gave us the trailer. You see this? He literally said, "You see this? Yeah, I'm bringing it against Barcelona."
They put the side to side. Robert, I saw the video. They have the side to side where they each goal at the same exact time.
But this one against Barcelona was better because you know what?
He went around 2 people.
Bro, this man walked through the defense like they weren't there, bro.
Dude.
And
Kubarsi got sent. Kubarsi was looking. He looked like he dropped something. He's like looking at the ground, looking this. He looked like he dropped something.
Bro, there was a point in time where he just looked on it today. He just looked like, okay, like it's like 2 fighters going into a match, him versus Yamal, and Yamal got knocked out within the first 20 seconds, bro. Yamal showed nothing, and I know that has mostly to do with Kukurea because Kukurea is that big dog, Clamps, man.
Clamps, man. That's Kuku Clamps, man.
If if Yamal was being defended by Balde and Esteban being defended by Cucurella, might be a different result. But good thing Cucurella's on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, we've seen Esteban defended by Cucurella, and he banged one in the same.
And
the same
that's
outcome.
true.
That's true.
But for me, this is one of the benefits of having, in my opinion, world-class players within our squad and then bringing in young players, is the young players are in practice, in training sessions, playing against the world's best.
True.
So imagine in practice you're Esteval and they put you up against Cucurella, right?
Raises
You
the
do 1v1s. Yeah, you're going to get better because you're against the best left back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even John,
No. Actually, in the game there, I gotta go up against Balde and Kirkes. Man,
Bro,
no,
Cucurella,
let me chill, bro. Man.
Cucurella.
Cucurella has tortured me all week, and
Yes.
I get to relax actually on match day.
yeah,
The
I
stress,
get to go up
I'm
against these
stressed in
scrubs.
training. I'm stressed in training because I gotta go up against Cucurella. And I gotta come and face
Bro,
Kirkes. and
Cucurella,
Balde and these
Cucurella
men.
told Esteval to put on his shin guards during practice, bro, because we're
Yes.
gonna go ham.
Bro. But John,
I said at
John-
the beginning of my watch along, the nicest we were going to be to Barcelona today was the handshakes we did at the beginning. Where we all lined up. That's as nice as they were going to get from us.
But bro, what if I told you we weren't even that physical? We were just technically better than them. We just bopped them off the park. It's telling at the 85th minute in a Champions League game against Barcelona, you have my left back, my left winger, my midfielder, and my left centre back, and my goalkeeper just bopping the ball amongst each other. If you don't believe me, people, go ahead and rewatch the game and go to the 85th minute. This man are bopping the ball around, and I'm like, what is happening?
I tweeted this. I said, I'm ready to waste another 2 billion if you give me another Esteval. go and waste another 2 billion on a bunch of nobodies.
But you know what's crazy is
buy some other club in Spain if you have to. Even tell them that I get another
club. Listen,
Esteval,
a club
I'm calm.
like United has spent $2 billion over how many years, and they've never gotten an Esteval.
Oh man, this is.
But here's the
Truth
thing.
hurts.
Here's the thing, and I know we'll have to move on to what we expect from the Arsenal fixture. Quenda's still come, and from what I've seen by Quenda,
He
man
cooking.
can ball.
Yeah,
Man
that's a
could be
serious.
levels.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So-
have some serious potential down the pipeline.
I said, by the way, I said this. I think I said this on casually. I said we had to go through an entire season of Nani Madueke and having people tell us that was good right wing play. Please, people, this is premier right wing play from Esteval right here. This is what we deserve to see at Chelsea Football Club.
100%, 110%. And one of the things I really wanted to speak about, and I know I've kind of waxed lyrical about it, but I want to get everybody's opinion on this. You see the introduction of Andre Santos today? Bro, you remember in the past when Makelele would come on? Bro, I'm not making a comparison, but that's the feeling I got. I saw him within the first 5 minutes. Yep, game's done. Lock shop, lock it up. Bro, the way he played today showed me, okay, if I'm going to be deployed in the 6, I'm coming onto this pitch to bring stability and composure. I'm coming on to say, yo, Caicedo, if you need to step, you can step, or we can rotate, vice versa. Enzo, you're now going to get a little bit more time on the ball to pick those passes, right? For me, going into Arsenal, I would not be surprised if Andre Santos is that third man midfielder. No, I get it. If you want to stick with Gusto in midfield because it's what you're used to, I don't have a problem with it because clearly it's worked consecutively. No, but Andre Santos is a legitimate option for me.
My
ahead,
only
Arsene.
concern would, my thing was that, like, with Andre Santos, man, like, our midfield genuinely reached, we were flowing. When Andre Santos, I'm watching the three of them rotate positions. It's looking like the PSG midfield. I'm looking at them go everywhere. They're doing everything. Everybody's taking this. I'm like, yo, this is. We were balling. We were hooping. We were hooping on the Barcelona midfield. It was crazy. And Andre Santos gave us that.
See, the interesting thing about our midfield, you can pinpoint every midfield in the world, and you can pinpoint the weakness. I don't think we have any weakness.
Zero.
Physicality, we have it. Pace, we have it. Power, we have it. Technical ability, we have it. Like elite passes.
Yeah, we have creativity. We have goals. We have assists.
Like, the PSG, you can say you can bully them. Barcelona, same, you can bully them. Real Madrid, Tchouaméni, yeah, tough. Valverde, PMP, but there's no technical quality. There's no pass. They're missing a cruise. Like, we have everything. We have Casado and Andre physicality. We have Lavia, who's like, ball carrying and
Silky.
Persistent.
yeah, elite. We have Esugo, who's just a bully. We have Enzo Fernandez, who can dictate the play. Like, there's everything you want in the midfield, we have.
Yep.
There's nothing that our midfield lacks. There's no weakness now. That's why we're able to dominate the PSG midfield. You have technicality. We also have technicality, and we also have quality on the ball.
And physicality.
You bring us your physicality. Oh no, we can match the physicality.
There was this one play.
I'll play you on the ball. That is what that's.
Yep.
No, not very many. No, I can see no one team can boast of that. Not one.
There was this one play in the first half, and I remember it clearly because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, these guys, they are not used to the physicality. I think it was Ferran Torres got the ball and he's running at our goal, and he's acting like he has 3 hours on the ball, and Caicedo runs behind him and just tackles him from behind. That's when I knew.
And he just takes it from him.
Yeah, he's like, give me that, just straight take it off him, and that's when I was like, and that's when I knew these guys, and I said it on my stream, I was like, these guys are not used to playing real men. They're not. This is big boy football.
Yeah.
That's what they don't used to in the Liga. They're not. Ferran Torres was trying to beat cute on the ball, seeing if somebody made a run. Cash was like, give me that, man. Taking too long.
Bro, you got Gusto bossing the midfield like that. What are you doing here, bro?
The link-up play that Gusto brings to the table, like, and I think as in recent games, I am starting to appreciate Gusto more and more, especially now that like the errors.
Look at this. Look at this.
That face is diabolical, man. Especially now that I'm seeing.
Robert. Welcome to the dark side.
Let's be honest. Like in the beginning of the season,
This is Robert.
in the beginning of the season, Malo Gusto had some shaky starts. In the beginning of the season, Malo Gusto had some shaky starts defensively. He was on and off. But now he's solidified. Now I think he's playing with confidence. And I think, I'm not going to lie, ever since he got his goal, big up Malo Gusto, he got his goal. Ever since he got his goal, man's thinking like he's world class. Like,
still put the gun down.
The crop,
Still
creme
put the gun down.
brulee. Bro, no, but he's really playing like that. Because even today against Barca, the amount of times that he could have had a run directly to goal. He was doing the runs in behind. He was linking up the play. He was linking up with Esteval. Like, it goes to show, like, I remember watching Kai Havertz and defending him and saying, oh, he's got link-up play. No. Gusto has link-up play. This is what link-up play looks like.
Yeah.
This is what link-up play looks like.
On Gusto, I've been telling man that, people got used to Gusto under Poch, overlapping fullback and the thing, traditional fullback. Obviously, Maresca comes and he struggles the first season, and people are like, "Oh no, get rid of Gusto." No, brother, a player's quality don't disappear in one season. Especially under a new manager, are being asked to play a role he's never played in his life. Right? Fast forward the Club World Cup, you start seeing a bit of improvement from Gusto. After a year under Maresca, you start seeing a bit of improvement. Going into the season, I've been saying it in the Premier League. Every match that Gusto has started, we have won. When Gusto does not start, we don't win. He started 6 games, 6 or 7, 7 games. We've won all 7. He hasn't started 5. We haven't won a single one of them. Right? We have scored about 18 goals when Gusto started and conceded only 2. The only 2 we conceded against Liverpool and the wonder shot from Paquetá. Those are the only 2 goals we've conceded when Gusto is on the pitch. The other time we've conceded 9 goals and scored only 5. When Gusto is not playing, when Gusto doesn't start. And I'm telling you, people do not appreciate the impact of Malo Gusto in this team.
It's Robert, you know the streak, right? The streak. Every game that Malo Gusto started, we've won this season so far.
Yeah.
And this is another one.
In the Premier League. We lost Bayern Munich, and he started out.
And this is one of the...
Premier League, every game he started, we have won.
We've won.
Every single one of them. We don't concede. We keep clean sheet when we Gusto, and we score more with Gusto on the pitch. And he's not gonna score. He's not gonna clear.
You don't know that, no. But a cross may come in, and he might be there.
I know. But overall, my point is, I've said this. Gusto is our Cucurella on the right.
Yes. But
As far
here's
as
the thing.
tenacity, counter press,
Mm-hmm.
is exact. So if you have Gusto on one side, Cucurella on the other side, your counter press is absolute because they are quick. If they get played through, they have recovery pace to get back in position in time, right? And they are good defensively, especially 1v1. We know Gusto is his weakness, in back post crossing or whatnot. But in 1v1, he's absolutely incredible. In his tackling is great, and his recovery pace and his counter pressing absolutely incredible.
And he has your technical quality to beat a player. So I'm going to move this on here because there's two things we have to talk about before we get to Arsenal. The first one, I want to build on a point you said. Robert, do you and I don't know, and I just realized this now. Do you realize things are going in our favor in terms of the squad harmony? And I know you brought it up before, but I want to hone in on that just a little. Because Gusto is a natural right back, and him being picked over Andre, I think that has a lot to do with Andre's recent improvement of performance. We already knew he had the quality, but him saying, okay, a right back is getting picked ahead of me to play in midfield, even when we rotate the squad. I can't be having that. Bro, if Gusto doesn't start and Andre starts, I expect us to still win the game now. There's not a drop in quality anymore. Because he's upped his game level to see, okay, I'm a legitimate option instead of Gusto now because I'm playing at that level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a positive. The second thing I want to talk about. Listen, I don't want to hear no more Enzo slander. Enzo's my guy.
Oh, your guy.
Call him a big.
Get back in line.
No.
Get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line, Javon.
Robert's guy and my guy. Because we've been defending this guy last season. He had a slow start last season and he picked it up around this time. And it's the same thing this year. And in big games, he shows up and shows out. What do you want? He has the most DNA
My guy.
for a midfielder since last season. He has more DNA than some of the forwards in the league.
He added to his tally today.
Yep. He got the assist today.
Could have added more, man. Those two goals.
Those two goals, man. True. But this is the thing, though. Like, even though he wasn't there, I think we have to credit Maresca because Maresca has unlocked this part of Enzo's game. True. And I think in these type of UCL games, we can see Enzo play deeper. We can see him do the passing that he did today. I said this and when I was talking to Marshall, like, Enzo every single time was finding Garnacho alone in the 1v1. Mm-hmm. Every single time.
And it's the first time pass through. It's not like he's stepping
exactly.
Even looking.
Like, immediately just gets the ball, bing, just straight to Garnacho immediately. He's so good at that. Exactly. And in the Prem, it's a bit more difficult because teams like to press us immediately, right? Mm-hmm. But when Maresca's solution for that is, hey, listen, if they're going to press you, right, and they're going to try to follow you, crash into the box late. And he's made him into an elite box crasher. He's a GNA magnet now. Enzo's get all the time, everywhere. Just GNA. And then in these games, right, where we're playing against bigger teams where you need to be more tactical, we can go back to what Enzo's always been good at. You know, dictating the play, these long passes. And it's been amazing to see Enzo grow into this amazing player. I'm be with you. Because this wasn't the same Enzo we were seeing when he came here.
Yeah,
people always complain, oh, this isn't the Enzo that, yeah, he's better. He's better. He still has those qualities about him. He's just added goals and assists to his game. How is that a bad thing?
Enzo Fernandez, since he's come to Chelsea, I think now more than ever deserves the utmost respect and deserves to be in conversations for best midfielders in the world, because the fact that I've seen so many midfielders come to the Prem, and you have to have the manager make the most out of your strengths, right? Because you're not as flexible, you're not as malleable, you need time to adapt to the league or whatever, vice versa, whatever excuse, right? The fact that I saw Enzo, and listen, my favorite version of Enzo is that deep line playmaking Enzo, right? I really enjoy that. I enjoy the long passes. I think there's an art to it. You know, I enjoyed when Jorginho had that to his game and so on and so forth. Sask, you know, we've seen just brilliant passes of the ball here at Chelsea Football Club. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you take in your game and you haven't been in those positions anymore, you haven't been asked to play in that area anymore, and now you're being asked to do another role, and you struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season, but I could tell, like, you were finding, like, Maresca sniffed out a skill that you had and built on it. because even if you remember that first game against Man City, I said it like Fernandes is finding the right spots, but he's just not
converting.
He doesn't have that instinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maresca took you, sharpened you up like a fine knife, and said, "Now cook. Now do what you do." Because you have the innate ability to find the pockets. You have the innate ability to crash into the box. Now let me tell you how to do it and properly time it so that you can get goals and add to your assists. And then if we need you to deep lie play make, boom, we'll do that. Especially now when Paul Palmer's not there. You can be my creative outlet.
Bro, I don't have a problem with him playing in a 10. And even when Palmer's there, I still want you to make those late runs. No one's reading late runs like you.
This is the thing. This is the thing, though. Like, this is credit to Enzo Maresca as well for uncovering, like, understanding that this guy is so intelligent that if you kind of coach him into making those late runs, not only that does he have game intelligence to time his run perfectly, because one thing you realize, this brother's never offside.
Fact, even today, they call him offside. He's never offside.
And that's like even strikers struggle to stay onside all the time. This brother is never offside, right? And even that Dilap goal, right? You know how he held his run, right? This brother knows how to time his run perfectly, right? He's a good finisher. Can finish right foot, left foot. He's good with his head, right? As you saw on that goal today as well, right? Good aerially. You don't need to be 6'5" to be good aerially. This guy knows how to find the space between the center back and time his run where he can arrive to the ball. On top of that, you saw the evidence of what Marshall just said in the last two Premier League games.
Wolves and Burnley.
Wolves, deep line playmaker, brother. Just spread them around.
I love it.
Burnley, they're gonna do the low block thing. So you're gonna have to go and be do the box crashing again.
And Tottenham too. If you saw,
he was making those. He was making the same. He was standing on the same line, making the same bent run as Joao Pedro when Tosin was on the ball. The amount of times Enzo just make Tosin just play the ball over the top, right? And then obviously he got the second goal by doing the box crashing thing against Burnley. And that's what we have from the guy. Like, people are telling, like, brother, he still is that elite deep line playmaker.
We just found more.
He's added to it, box crashing and goals. And you want to sell this player? So he's added more quality to the quality that he had before that you love so much about him. And you say, you know what? Yeah, no, let's sell you now to Real Madrid. Real Madrid be like, huh? Brother, thank you. As a matter of fact, we'll give it to Ameni and Valverde if you want them. Bring us Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah,
give us Enzo Fernandez.
And one of the aspect you guys forgot to talk about, when he's in that final third, those short in behind passes, because I take you back to the pre-assist he set up for Esteval's winner. That little that precision pass to Kukurea to then so Kukurea could put it on a play for Esteval.
Dude. It's like when he's in the final third, it's like the game slows down around him. Yeah. He doesn't panic. He doesn't panic. He takes his time, knows the amount of time he has, even though he's in enemy territory and enemy waters, and finds the pass.
Yeah.
He's like, this is nothing. I'm okay. I can swim with the sharks. I'm fine.
Yeah, most definitely. But enough of the lauding of our plays, because we did demolish Barcelona. Boys, this weekend we go to war. This will be one of the most enthralling London derbies of recent years. Because this will, the Chelsea Arsenal hate will always be there, but this time we have something to play for.
Yep.
We beat Arsenal. We go 3 points within top of the table.
Within touching distance.
First, yeah.
Because it's fair to say today we sent a statement around the world, and I'm looking directly in the camera. I'm not even looking at my monitor. Today we sent hold on. I got you right now. Today we sent a statement around the world, and if we beat Arsenal with a performance on Sunday, we sent a statement and a shock to the entirety of the Premier League. Talk to me. I'm gonna start with RSM, the guest.
No, I mean, for me, I think this has been this is the most consequential derby we've had against Arsenal in years. We've never faced them when, you know, we are so close to be second place, pretty much. We're second, and if we get them, we're within 3. And we already know that this Arsenal team, when they're faced with adversity, right? If we can hand them an L, maybe they start questioning themselves, and that's all we need. They collapse. We don't need to do anything else. We just need to win the game, and then they'll win it for themselves. We've seen it time and time again. This Arsenal team, when there's adversity, they collapse. They're not ready to handle it. For me, this is there's a lot. There's storylines, right? There's a lot of potential being set up, especially within this period where it starts getting congested. We're playing every 4 to 3 days. You know, things are going this way, that way. This could set us up for a lot in the future. And I mean, what does it do for the fan base? What does it do for Stamford Bridge atmosphere? If we go 1 week, we beat Burnley, we beat Barca, and then we beat Arsenal at home. What does that do for the fans? We start back, like the players feel back. They feel like we're there. Maresca feels backed by the fans as well. You know, we have belief. That belief is contagious.
Yeah, Robert's not complaining about the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge anymore.
Yeah, no, I can't complain. No, if you do the atmosphere today and against Liverpool, top. If you can get that every day instead of you booing the players off against Wolves because it's nearly halftime, yeah, I'm there with you.
The fans will definitely be up for this one.
Yeah. Marshall, talk to me about Sunday, and then we'll go to Robert.
Okay, you know what? This is the platform where I do let out a little more than I show on well, maybe not on my own channel, but like on other panels.
Because over there you have to be casual.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't and I said this in the previous stream in the beginning, right, just before I came here today. I can't help but have this feeling in my gut that. And I've seen it a few times now. We've seen it as Chelsea fans a few times now, where like Maresca has this innate ability to completely dismantle teams that come to face us with this notion that they're impossible to beat. In other words, Maresca seems to show that the impossible is possible almost every time. Against PSG, people were saying, I don't know how you're going to beat that midfield. Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Dembele, so on and so forth. What did we do? We tore them apart and dominated them. Against Liverpool, this is when Liverpool were getting results, right? But they didn't look convincing. People were saying, they're going to turn it around at any point. At some point, they're going to turn their season around. They're just going to click.
Yep.
That scoreline against them
does not reflect what happened.
It flattered them. We won, but it still flattered them because we could have won with more. We left them with barely anything to come out of in that game. And now we're seeing it against Barcelona. And mind you, Bayern didn't work out in our favor, right? But sometimes you just have shit games, bad results. You're not there at the season. Fatigue plays in. There's a lot of factors, right? First time in the Champions League in a long time as well for Maresca, experience and all that. And that was our first game, right? That was our first Champions League game, right? First time in the Champions League. So I can't help but feel that with how perfect Arsenal seem to be going about their season, barring, the Sunderland game and the Liverpool loss, everyone's talking about them, the best team in Europe, the best team in the world.
That game was just a blip.
That Sunderland was just a blip. I can't help but feel that Maresca's just going to tear them apart and that we're actually going to win very convincingly. I don't know, and I don't know what it is, but I just feel that, I don't see the weaknesses, but somehow Maresca does. Somehow he does. And he's proven it time and time again. So I think against Arsenal, it's going to be a tough match. And it's going to be the toughest match we have this season. Listen, hands up. I got to admit, Arsenal been good, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be a really tough match. But I think we really do have something for them. I really think it doesn't matter who the starting lineup is. It really doesn't. I really do think we do have something for them.
Yeah, and a game like that gets me so excited. Robert, talk to me about Arsenal.
Yeah, W.
That's the analysis.
You have to elaborate.
Ship it.
Please.
Book it.
Yeah.
Book it. W.
Ship it, clip it, give it. Get
I'm
me
booking it.
everything.
Whatever you want to do it as you may. But we ain't losing to Arsenal, and we ain't drawing, right? So the only other outcome is a win, unless the game gets cancelled. But all I'm saying is, I know Arsenal are cute. You know, they wanted to obliterate Spurs. They probably gonna play well against Bayern Munich tomorrow, right? But you know what? Number one, they've yet to face a midfield like Chelsea's, right? They've yet to come against, again. People might slander our attack. I don't think they've yet to come against an attack that is as fluid and as fresh as ours, right? We got quality. We got quality, bro. We got quality
Hey, people,
from top to bottom.
Cole Palmer might make an appearance Sunday.
Yeah, especially if Cole Palmer. I'm never thinking about Cole Palmer. If Cole Palmer's back is a bonus, right? If Cole Palmer's back is a bonus, right? I'm believe Badiashi's plays in that game.
Yeah, he
Badiashi
might.
plays in that game are building from the back. Excellent. I actually think he's gonna go with the exact lineup he played against Liverpool. Exact lineup he played against.
Let's look at that lineup. I need a
With
refresher.
maybe
Except Josh.
yeah.
Except
Yeah,
Josh.
true.
I think it'll be
maybe a
Badiashi
Cole
and
Palmer
Trev.
inclusion.
I think it might be Badiashi and Trev. In the centre back pairing.
Yeah, because he has to manage Fofana's minutes.
That's my Fofana is in his quarter for the week.
One game
Yeah.
a week.
He has his quarter.
Hey, 90 minutes again, though.
Unfortunately, yeah, he's not wrong. Fofana had hit that.
not wrong.
We'll
He's
see
not
him-
wrong, yeah.
We'll see him against Leeds. That's for his next quarter.
The thing is, he has to do the same thing that he did with Reese. Reese came back from the surgery exactly like Fofana, and
We got.
It's frustrating, but yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna say something. You know, Lavia wouldn't have got injured if we had Asugo. Because
Yes,
Lavia
guaranteed.
was kind of speed.
Lavia would have got injured no matter who we had.
I don't think so. I don't think because Lavia was doubling up. Lavia was
Yeah,
starting to
because
double up.
that was a
know-
back-to-back game, right? He had a
Yeah,
back-to-back.
yeah,
No, you know what I guarantee though? If the only team we played for an entire season was Liverpool, he'd be healthy for the whole season.
Fully fit.
Facts.
Fully fit.
Yeah, for real. He just turns up for Liverpool, man.
Yeah, he
It's
just dropped
crazy.
against Liverpool. Yep, I'm fit. I'm here. Yeah, I think it'll be a tough game, but I think we'll win against Arsenal. And I'm saying it right now. We'll score from a set piece.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god. Oh
I'm
my
saying
god.
it right now. I think Esteva was gonna. I think
I think
he's
Esteban's
come
gonna
with
get a
some.
goal again.
I don't know if it's a goal, but I think his performance is gonna be top draw on Sunday.
I think he's gonna get a goal. It's one of those things where this reminds me of the way I felt when Palmer came into the team. It just like he's goal or assist or
Inevitable.
performance. Like
He's inevitable.
every single game, just goal assist or performance.
Bro,
Like
I think he's on a streak. I'm not gonna even lie.
he is
bro.
on-
He has
He is,
11
he is.
DNA for Brazil and Chelsea this season.
I don't think it starts though.
Yeah,
I think
No.
Neto starts.
no, yeah.
I think it'll come off it'll come on.
but
I'm
it
not gonna lie
doesn't
to
matter
you.
what phase of the game he gets interjected. I just genuinely believe whenever he sees that pitch, he's going to light it up. And again, we still haven't. Everyone here still hasn't factored in what level of inclusion might Cole Palmer have.
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine?
The thing is, I don't have to imagine. I remember preseason Ajax, Cole Palmer and Esteval, the way these brothers were linking up, the way they were moving on that right hand side. I knew it. Listen, we have spared the Prem. If Cole Palmer was healthy this entire season, we're first. I'm telling you right now, that's simple. I know what I saw in that
I
Ajax
don't
game.
disagree with you.
I believe it.
I don't disagree with you.
If we had Colwill too, Colwill is still a big risk.
If Cole Palmer was fit, if Badiashile was fit, if Wesley was fit for the whole season, we'd be top of the league. If one of those three were fit, we'd be top of the league.
Yep.
Because our problem has been centre back mistakes, centre back errors, and centre back who can build from the back, right? Which slows down our play. And then you don't have the factor. Imagine this game: you're going in, you 1-0 up against Arsenal, and off the bench come Esteban and Cole Palmer. Good luck.
Yep.
Yeah, and with that being said, let me get score predictions and we'll wrap up. Start with the casual one. Score predictions on Sunday.
Remember how I said that gut feeling?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound so delusional right now. I
Go
don't
on.
know why.
Go on.
I feel
Okay.
like
Go
we're
on.
gonna. I feel like we're gonna beat them 3-0. I
And
think
this is coming from
I
Marshall.
genuinely feel like we're going to
Back-to-back
tear them
3-0s.
apart. Like Declan Rice, I dare you to have a heavy touch. I dare you. I dare you to have a heavy touch. Because
James versus
one thing about
Rice versus
Maresca,
Caicedo.
bro, the way we're set up right now with our attack, it's like a lightning strike. The moment you make a mistake, ding, 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 goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like a counter, but we just find the way. We find the light. We just like follow the light. There's the path.
Follow the path.
It's just like this is insane. Like you look at for example even the Burnley goal, right? Where just that one moment where Robert Sanchez gets that pass off. It was a close one. And look at that, just that one moment. You didn't get that interception. You're out of position. Boom, 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 goal. We have this
That's
ability.
true. Look at the Enzo Fernandez goal
Look
for
at
the
the
last for
Liverpool
Burn.
goal.
Look at the Enzo Fernandez goal in Burnley.
Yeah.
Sanchez and Gusta are fluffing around at the back the minute they try to press boom 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 goal.
Because I guarantee you, we're going to have chances. It's a matter of if we're clinical on that day.
And I think we will be,
because this team, once they sniff out the danger, they have been drilled that once you see that opening, once you see that lightning in a bottle, attack, go for it and take a shot. And we do that so well now. So Declan Rice, I dare you. Just have one heavy touch and you will concede. 3-0. I just feel it. I feel it. 3-0.
Sam?
Listen, for me, I don't know about 3-0. I think it's gonna be a lot more of a cagey game, and I do think it's gonna take a moment of individual brilliance to win either team the game. I think it's going to be first goal is unfortunately probably gonna be Arsenal. I think we might see like a Marino or a Trossard goal, and then Enzo Fernandez equalizer, and then later into the game, he gets subbed on. You know who I'm talking about. He gets subbed on. Him. He gets subbed on. You know what I'm saying? He gets subbed on, and all of a sudden
the pitch freezes.
Exactly, the pitch freezes. You know what I'm saying? It's like the clip of Messi where he's warming up and everybody starts clapping like a goal was scored. Everybody starts. That's how it's gonna be like.
Sub-Zero shows up in the Mortal
Sub-Zero.
Kombat movie.
Exactly. Everybody just waiting. He comes on and all of a sudden the momentum shifts. We're on the attack. We're pressing them. We're pinning them back. And then Esteval, beats his man, crossed into the box. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Pedro runs onto it.
No, Cucurella. Listen, that back post. Esteval back post. Cucurella running to 2-1 winner. I think 2-1.
Okay.
And on to RSM's point too, I do feel like for that game, we're going to press the ever-living crap out of them. And I don't think
the
anyone
boys
has done
are
that to
always
them.
up for the bigger game.
You know what? From people, they need to stop praying for Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Yes, the physicality of Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Bro, Zubamendi is lucky he was playing against Spurs and that happened. You do that against Chelsea,
Yeah.
we're eating.
Yeah,
we're eating.
Listen.
Zubamendi coming up
Buffet.
against Caicedo, yeah, good luck.
Listen, that's what I said.
Buffet.
We saw what
Children
Caicedo,
eat for free. Esteval, you're free. Free meal.
We saw what Caicedo did to Van de Ven. And people rate Van de Ven, but he ate Van de Ven breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then passed the ball to Joao Pedro. I'm telling you, do not do that around Caicedo. He's the best 6 in the world. I don't care what you want to tell me. You're not telling me anybody else.
Robert.
2-0 Chelsea. Garnacho and Enzo Fernandez.
He will never drop this
The Garnacho one is gonna hurt.
Yeah, he will never drop that Garnacho.
Garnacho, this is where the Timber versus Rhys James argument ends, because Garnacho will have his way with you and Timber. Okay.
Actually,
Let me tell you this.
that happens,
Hold
I can't lie. That
on,
happens.
guys,
RSM, we got food for days.
Yes.
Hold on, let me.
TJ's not hearing the end of it, bro.
Hold on. I'm looking directly in the camera. You Arsenal fans. Miguel and them, man. Right? Javier and them, man. All right? Paz and them, man. I have a show with Paz tomorrow, so we will speak better. If you, man, let Garnacho cook Yuri and Timber, I promise you, I don't care if we don't win the league. I'm going to roast you guys all season. And that's your only warning. You see, like how Marshall wants you to make a mistake. Let Garnacho get one run, one shot. Let's see what happens. But for me, all threats aside, 3-1 Chelsea. I think this is the year we turn those draws to a win. I give them a goal.
I've already made a prediction. I've already made this prediction. By the end of 2025, by December 31st, 2025, we will be on the same points, if not more, than Arsenal.
Hey, proper title race.
I hear
what
it.
you're saying.
Then we're talking a real title race.
That's
No.
proper
I'm with, if we beat Arsenal, the standards for the rest of the games, from my perspective, skyrocket.
I told Matisse this on the Big Six. I said we will be. There will be two teams in the title race this season. It'll be Chelsea and it'll be Arsenal, right? And I believe Arsenal is going to win it, but Chelsea are going to be the one that push them the most, and then Chelsea going to win the Champions League.
Listen,
I definitely agree with that.
Book it. Thank you for joining us on the Finals podcast. This has been a special. This has been the new edition of the Sideline View. Sorry for the wait, people. Everyone been busy, been sick, been away on vacation. Welcome, RSM. You can subscribe to RSM at RSM TV09. Links in the description, and you see it also on the screen. Casual EFC, Marshall on Twitter, and I'm doing this wrong. RSM, what do you have coming up? Should I do
What I have coming up? I'm doing a watch along for the Arsenal game on Sunday, so tune into that.
Most definitely. Marshall, what you have coming up?
Tomorrow got a Chelsea hour, so we'll be talking about the game, obviously, and what to look forward to and expect against Arsenal. Saturday, RSM, or I think we'll figure it out. Saturday or Friday, me, RSM, and a few other Arsenal fans are going to preview the Arsenal game, and then obviously reacting to the big dub on Sunday.
Robert, go on. Let people know where they can find you. And
yeah, I'm on Twitter doing, every Chelsea prop you can find, from Clear Lake to Sporting Directors to Maresca to Robert Sanchez to Malo Gusto to Alejandro Garnacho. I'm doing props left and right, and then tomorrow I'm on a mission this season to do a hit along on every number 8 in the league or in the world to prove to people that they are inferior to Enzo Fernandez. So tomorrow I embark on that journey, doing the watch along on my playback of Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, and I'm hate watching Declan Rice. Today I successfully hate watched on Tonali and Bruno G. Successful watch. They lost to Marseille. And then tomorrow it's a hate watch on Arsenal, Declan Rice, as I've done for the last 3 games. It's been mid, but the journey continue.
I will be there. I'll join.
And
you,
hopefully,
brother.
I'm collecting enough evidence to prove to people that Enzo Fernandez is the best number 8 in world football.
I will be there. I will join you on your channel. Thank you for joining me on the podcast. I will be doing a match review. Don't watch along. I'll be doing a match review.
Laughing, man?
And then you'll see me on the Yardman show tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to release this after Thursday or whatever, but I will be on Judge Mo's channel and hopefully you Sam's channel. I'm all over the place. So here for the Sideline View and the match review, and we go. If we win, we go. First of all, we go cook these lot for thinking we were going to get demolished by Barcelona. That's where we start. We kings around here. All right. And then if we win Sunday, okay, y'all ain't going to want to see that version of Javon. But thank you for joining us. Bless up, people. With God. Peace.